India, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Naya Bharat is today being powered by Naya Josh of a newly sworn-in Sarkar. The target of Viksit Bharat by 2024 has been locked in, and the Constitution is its guiding light. It's perhaps a befitting gesture that on the day PM Modi was sworn in for a historic third time, he stepped into the parliament and reverentially bowed down to the Constitution. Just watch these visuals. They'll come up on your screen, of Prime Minister Modi sending out a strong message underlining his commitment to the primacy of the Constitution. But this is where the self-proclaimed crusaders of Constitution struck. While PM bowed to the Samvidhan, Rahul Gandhi mocked it. As you just heard at the beginning of show, in fact, we'll play out the reaction of Rahul Gandhi. The Gandhi sign not just imitated PM Modi, but said that PM's gesture was not a sign of respect, but of utter desperation. Rahul Gandhi believes that the party and the Prime Minister who were looking to scale the 400 Par summit have been cut to size by the people of the country, and the Prime Minister has been forced to bow down to the Constitution by the country.
मगर आपने फोटो देखी होगी कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी संविधान को ऐसे पकड़े थे, यूं कर रहे थे ना, देखा आपने? ये आपका काम था, ये आपने करवाया है। देश के प्रधानमंत्री को आपने मैसेज भेजा है कि संविधान को आपने छुआ तो देखो हम आपके साथ क्या करते हैं।
Before the election, you saw BJP leaders saying we will tear up the constitution, we will throw the constitution away, we will change the constitution. Arrogance of power. After the election, you saw the Prime Minister doing this to the constitution.
That was Rahul Gandhi, viewers. India partners echo Rahul and reiterate that 400 Par mission was only a stepping stone to change the constitution. However, the BJP has raked up the Indira Gandhi era and says it was Rahul's grandmother who changed the preamble of the constitution. For them, Congress is not the savior, but the biggest threat to the constitution.
He has accepted what we were telling him. We were telling him the constitution is supreme.
हम लोगों ने संविधान को इशू बनाया था कि जिस तरह से ये 400 के पार सांसद मांग रहे थे और उस संख्या का उद्देश्य यही था कि अगर हमको वो संख्या आ जाएगी तो हम कानून बदल देंगे।
मैं जानना चाहता हूं, जिस संविधान की आप बात करते हैं उसका प्रियम्बल जो होता है संविधान की आत्मा होता है, और इंदिरा गांधी ने 1976 में उसको बदला। क्यों बदला? उसमें संविधान बदलने का खतरा तो तुम्हारे से है, आरक्षण खत्म करने का खतरा तुम्हारे से है।
Prime Minister Modi takes the oath of the Constitution, has followed the Constitution, unlike many Congress leaders, including Mr. Jairam Ramesh's leader, who after taking the oath of Constitution go abroad and run down India.
Viewers, but why does Rahul mock PM Modi's reverence to the Constitution? Let's remind you quickly of the rather checker past of the Congress when it comes to the Samvidhan. It is the Congress that imposed emergency for 19 months in 1975, snapping off all fundamental rights. It is the Congress that imposed President's rule 88 times. That's the number, 88, against elected governments. Not just that, Congress amended the Constitution 76 times during their tenure. So the legitimate question we are asking on the news are, who has upheld the sanctity of Samvidhan?
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's quickly open this up. Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Anand Ranganathan needs no introduction. Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Tehseen Poonawalla here with us in the studio, political analyst. Anand Dubey, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Gentlemen, good evening. Now, Dr. Ranganathan, before I open this up and get the political parties to take on each other, I want you to set it up for our viewers. Now, it was the Congress party, without a doubt, that has changed the Constitution number of times. Yet, when the Prime Minister, and this was not the first time that the Prime Minister was offering his respect to the Constitution, but look at what Rahul Gandhi has been saying, that this is utter desperation, and in fact Jairam Ramesh has said that this is impact of Rahul Gandhi's attack on him.
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, I just want to say this. We've already suffered Rahul Gandhi's theatrics for the last 10 years. Are we going to see 5 more years of this? I mean, it just seems ridiculous. What is he up to? Look at the irony. When he was all through the election process, he was saying, look, Modi is going to change the constitution, is going to amend the constitution. In the same breath, he was saying, we will break the Supreme Court 50% ceiling on reservations, and that requires amendment of the constitution. So he was the first one to say that he's going to break the constitution, and he's accusing others of doing so. I don't want to go into the history of who has amended constitution most. Of course, it is Congress, and rightly you've brought out the data. But my contention is that the constitution has to be changed. That is what I'm saying. I think it is being dishonest and being disloyal to this country and its people if this constitution as we know it remains the same. Because as I say, bearing this constitution, we have been a banana republic ever since we became a republic. Why do I want the constitution changed? Because the words secular and socialist were not there in the original constitution written by Baba Sahib Ambedkar. So the first thing I want the constitution to be changed is the word socialist should go. And if the word secular has to remain, then all those temple endowment acts that make it exclusively the control of the government, the temples, and not the mosques and the churches should also go. The RTE, in conjunction with the 93rd Amendment, that unfortunately was passed by both parties cutting across party lines, that shamefully discriminates only against Hindu-run schools, so that only they are to bear the burden of 25% reservations for the economically weaker section, not the minority-run schools. That needs to go. But most importantly, there are so many amendments that need to go, but most importantly, this subjective freedom of speech amendment in the constitution has to go. The first amendment has to go. So I want the constitution changed, and I want it for the betterment of the public. Shame on those Indians who do not want the constitution changed because they're hypocrites of the first order.
Tehseen Poonawalla, allow me to read out a quote. Sure. It is impossible to hand up urgent social changes because the constitution comes in the way. You know who said this? Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. He wrote this in a letter to chief ministers early 1951. But let me quickly underline the point Dr. Ranganathan was making. Let's talk about the First Amendment. This was a provisional cabinet, did not even have the mandate of the people, and they bring about the First Amendment. Was that constitutional, Tehseen?
Good evening, Pranesh. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Right, you rightly put up that there were 76 odd amendments when Congress was in government, and about the remaining amendments about that our constitution has had have happened during other governments, about 70 odd other amendments. We're not talking about amendments to the constitution. And I think we should be very clear on and our viewers must understand the difference between an amendment to a constitution, which is the legitimate right of a government elected to do, provided it does not tamper with the basic structure of the constitution, versus changing the constitution, which is what BJP leaders said. They said, and I quote them, we will change the constitution. There's a difference between amending a constitution and changing a constitution. Now, Anand very articulately put the word secular and socialist were put into the constitution by Indira Ji. Yes, they were. But they were part of the basic structure of the constitution, upheld by a full bench of the Supreme Court. But even then, if you believe that secular or socialist should not be in our constitution, let the government try and drop it. There are multiple, hundreds of Supreme Court judgments that reiterate India as a secular country and a socialist country, because that's the basic structure of our constitution. But you know what was the most scary thing? The chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, the current vice president of India, actually saying that the basic structure should be looked at. A former Chief Justice who's currently in Rajya Sabha, courtesy the BJP, Chief Justice of India, questioning the basic structure of the Constitution. You know what's very scary? The Keshananda Bharti judgment being questioned by none other than the Vice President of India on the floor of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, where he chairs. Nothing can be more shameful than that, And I say this with a lot of responsibility. The basic structure of the Constitution is what binds this country completely and gives us our freedom and liberty. I'll end with one example, and then you can go to the BJP. In various Supreme Court judgments, including in mine now, it's come that right to privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21. So they have life, liberty, etc. So privacy. Now let's see the Constitution is amended. Let's see the preamble and say, okay, life, liberty, privacy. Does that mean changing the Constitution? But what is changing the Constitution if life, liberty, privacy is removed? So let's understand, adding something that's a part of the basic structure is not changing the Constitution. That's amendment for a positive reason. Removing it would be negative and changing the constitution. BJP leaders spoke about changing the constitution, not amending the constitution. Let's be clear.
Okay, let's be clear. Shahzad, respond to that. You wanted to change the constitution.
First of all, the Congress party or its supporters preaching about saving the constitution is like a serial murderer preaching for the case of non-violence. Let me explain why. I'm sure that the learned Congress supporter would know that reservation, the current situation where the reservation is considered to be part of the basic structure of the constitution. You know who spoke first against the reservation policy of India? In 1961, Mr. Nehru, and his letter is there, he says that I am against any kind of reservation. It creates second-class citizens. I want point number one answer, that is Nehru advocating for the change of the constitutional scheme of reservation. Specific jawab chahiye, idhar udhar nahi. Secondly, please tell me that Article 370 till the time it was operative, the Dalit Samaj of this country, Jammu Kashmir mein jo base tha, did not get its basic rights. 370 was a temporary provision. When 370 was removed, the first time Dalit Samaj, as per Ambedkar's wishes, got their rights. Today, the Congress party in its manifesto said we will reimpose 370. So who's changing the basic structure of the constitution, denying the Jammu Kashmir Valmiki Samaj of their rights? Thirdly, I will tell you about Ram Gopal Yadav ji, who in 2012 says, and here is the quotation and the news report, that we want a change in the constitution to give Muslim reservation. There is also a statement of this effect by Akhilesh Yadav to a television channel, which I can play out for you, where he says Samvidhan mein Sanshothan karke Muslim Arakshan denge. Now Ambedkar ji, the Samvidhan founders, Muslim members in the Samvidhan Sabha also did not contemplate Muslim Arakshan in the constitution, which they were advocating for, and I'll provide the proof also if required. Finally, let me also come to another aspect, and I hope Tehseen Poonawalla and the other supporters, especially the person from Samajwadi Party, won't cop out of this. Here is Manish Tiwari, a joint candidate of the India Alliance. He says, I question the relevance of reservation, and he advocates that reservation should be on economic condition, not caste. This is published in Economic Times, so it is not a fake report. Now I want to ask, that is purely economic basis the foundation of reservation as per the constitutional scheme? No, it is also caste, it is socio-economic and other parameters. Today I want specific answers on these 4 specific questions. And finally, you know, the biggest change in the constitution, the old version to which Modi ji was bowing down, had the pictures of Ram, Krishna, Gautam Buddha, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. That had the spirit of India also, along with the words of the constitution. That in itself was changed by the first family of the Congress, because they can't stand Ram, Krishna, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and our gurus of the Sikh faith.
Let's get a response.
These 5 specific questions.
No. On the first 4 points. Questions. No, on the first 4 points, Tehseen. Let's go one by one.
Just okay. So first, 1961. Nehruji personally may have been against the reservation. Let's accept and play devil's advocate. Did Nehruji change the constitution to remove reservation?
Did
No.
he change the constitution
No,
to remove reservation?
one second. Now, I did not interrupt you.
I'm not.
Did Nehruji change
Let's be. You have tolerance enough to take a counter.
You began by saying BJP leaders were talking about changing.
They were talking about changing it.
Who changed
Neither did Nehru amend it.
One second.
Did Nehru amend it?
You asked the question, huh?
You
said statements by random BJP leaders which were contradicted by no less than the PM. But here is a PM, the most revered deity of the Congress. Nehru said, I think it creates second-class people. How is this not a mindset to do away with it?
I've heard your question. Hear me out. Even if the Prime Minister believed that that thing was that created a bad system, since it was constitutional, he could not change it. That shows Nehruji's commitment to the constitution.
If you
want to keep interrupting, that doesn't work like that. So you must allow me.
Let me get the answers. You asked the questions. Let me get the answers. And Dr. Ranganathan plays the judge. I'm getting the answer. You'll have to give him marks based on the answer.
I have no problem with Anand playing the judge, just that Anand has a death threat on him, so he needs to make sure nothing is treated. But nothing is treated. But jokes apart, fact is Nehru did not change the constitution. And your ministers, Anand Hegde, promised to change the constitution. There's a difference.
He was not even given a ticket.
Exactly.
Nehru is the deity of the first family and the Congress.
Come on, allow me.
You're putting Anand Hegde and Nehru in the same category.
I'm not putting it. I'm saying Nehru did not change it. Now number 2.
So where did the BJP
No,
change
how
it?
has the BJP?
The
Where does the
BJP
BJP
promised
change
it. Congress has not promised amendments.
Nehru said it to the chief
Oh, no,
minister. that
He said
BJP
he
changed
changed
it.
it.
One
He
minute,
said he
one
doesn't
minute,
agree
one
with it.
minute.
Did he say he changed it?
Tehsil.
Come on, we are discussing Nehru 1961. I've answered.
Acha, Manish Tiwari has said
You're not
equal
answering
basis.
the question.
Let me
Manish
go.
Tiwari said
No,
equal
one minute.
basis.
Let me
No,
please
no,
go
no,
to the-
no, are you saying?
Let me go on the
Are you?
subject.
No, no. One minute. Shahzad, one minute. Tehsil, are you suggesting that Nehru was less powerful and that this
I am
gentleman?
not suggesting that. Again, I'm saying, even if Nehruji wanted to make a change in the constitution, which he did not, it would be an amendment. These guys talk about changing the constitution. There's a difference. The vice president, hold on, the vice president of India says throwing out the basic structure, so does Mr. Gogoi, ex-chief justice, who's in the BJP. There's a difference. Hold on.
No, 1 minute. You hold on. Tehsil, hold on. When I began by reading out the quote, I purposefully did not read out the entire quote. There is a second sentence to it. Dr. Ranganathan coming to it.
No.
He said, no, 1 minute. He said,
you
no.
not allowed me to speak, please.
I will allow you to
No,
speak.
that's
Just
not
hear
please,
me
hold
out.
on.
Tehsil, please.
It doesn't work like this. He
We
got a
shall
free
have
run, I
to
must
find
get
a
free run.
remedy. You will get a free
No,
run.
it doesn't work
You will
like
get
that.
a free run, Tehsil. You will get a free run. Nehruji said, we shall have to find a remedy even though this might involve a change in the constitution. His words, not mine. Now you answer. You have a free run. Go ahead.
Did he do it? No.
Has the BJP done it?
That was the intention. Number two. Now,
Let me
come on. Allow me to finish.
let him speak. Dr.
Article-
Ranganathan, I am coming to you. Let Tehsil have a free run. 2 minutes of
I don't want three.
uninterrupted.
I don't want 2 minutes. The second point.
Okay.
The BJP spokesperson says Congress in its manifesto promised reinstating Article 370. Where in the 2024 manifesto is it? Show me. 2024 manifesto. And here's the fact check with Times that it's not there. Sure.
I'll show it to you.
Okay, till
2020.
Shahzad pulls that out. Let me bring it. Let me bring it. No,
it's not there.
Let me bring
I
it.
was involved in the
Dr.
manifesto. Where was it in the
He has a
manifesto?
point to
2024.
make.
2024 manifesto.
One
Batao.
second. 1 second. This is Chidambaram's statement.
Forget Chidambaram's manifesto.
Chidambaram was the head.
Your words were in the
One
manifesto.
second.
Your words were, please bite again. Please bite again. This is the manifesto. Don't move to Chidambaram.
One minute.
Pranesh, let me make
One
this
minute,
point
one
clear.
minute.
1 second. Let me make this point clear. 1 second. Pranesh, in an interview to when Chidambaram was asked, and he was asked that this is not in the manifesto, he said, not everything is specified in the manifesto, but we certainly want 370 and the CA law done away with. So he wanted 370 reimposed and CA done away with. That was not there in the manifesto.
Okay.
But he said
May
it is part of the
allow
manifesto.
me to respond
or the
to
part
that.
of the
let
now,
me-
1 second. I'm
no,
not
no.
letting him. No, I'm not
No,
letting
let him.
Let me complete.
Let's
Let
go.
me
Take him
complete.
point by point.
Let me complete point by point. Now let me come to a larger point. He said that because our leader promised this, therefore we wanted to change it, whereas Nehru was not promising to change it. Here is the statement of Akhilesh Yadav. Please listen.
सरकार पे पूरी तरीके से समाजवादी पार्टी दबाव बनाएगी। समाजवादी पार्टी चाहती है, कांग्रेस पार्टी अगर मुसलमानों को आरक्षण देना चाहती है तो वो आरक्षण आबादी के हिसाब से दे। समाजवादी पार्टी उनके साथ पूरी तरीके से संविधान संशोधन के लिए भी पक्ष में है।
समाजवादी पार्टी
Shahzad,
Let me complete. He says that मुस्लिम आरक्षण देना चाहती है, कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ हम हैं और संविधान संशोधन करने के लिए हम
No, but Tehsin said
Muslim
that there is
Arakshan
there is a Muslim Arakshan is a different point, but Tehsin says there is difference in Sanshodhan, amendment and changing it.
1 second. The reservation scheme of this country is basic structure, does not allow religion-based reservation.
That's a
That is
separate
the
question.
point.
Answer
You are
that
asking
question.
for religion-based reservation.
Do you
If the
endorse
religion-based
what Manish
reservation is
Tiwari has
completely
said?
not there in the basic structure of this
One minute,
constitution.
calm down.
Stop asking.
I will answer it. Calm down.
Nonsensical
I'll answer
points.
it in a second. 1 second.
Answer the
I'll answer
question
it
of
in 1
Manish
second.
Tiwari. Do you endorse what
I'll
Manish
come to
Tiwari said?
I'll come to Manish, but now allow me. Article 370 not in the manifesto. Chidambaram said, I concede that point. It's not in the manifesto.
How does that change the fact that
It changes the
370
fact.
denied the
He
rights
said
to
manifesto.
Valmikis? How does it deny the fact that Valmikis were denied their rights because of the imposition of 370, which Ambedkar did not
calm
want?
down.
Answer that question.
One
Rather than
minute.
skirting around it.
Take a minute. Think about it. Let me bring in. Let me bring in Professor.
I want to come to Akhilesh point.
Again, I wanted intervention. Where is which
Calm down,
BJP?
you're going out of frame.
One
Sit
second.
down.
No, I am standing up because BJP ने मैनिफेस्टो में डाला था संविधान चेंज करेंगे. There he is going by the leader's statement, Anand Hegde. Your Prime Minister Nehru and Chidambaram says it. He says, but manifesto में कहाँ है? What nonsense is this logic?
Answer it.
Let him answer.
He put the manifesto allegation. I clarified it. I am saying
It is not about whether it is
let
in the
him answer,
manifesto.
let him answer.
It is about Congress party advocating for it. Can you come to the question or will you skirt around
Congress
it?
party did not advocate for Article 370 to be reimposed.
Let's talk about what Manish Tiwari
Is that
said.
true? Is that true that they did not want 370 back?
Let's have the Manish Tiwari question. Can you answer that?
What is the Manish Tiwari question?
Do you endorse that it should only be on economic
Economic basis.
Yeah, economic basis, not socio-economic as it is.
No, I don't agree on that.
Then why did you give him a ticket? Why did you give him a ticket? Why did you give him a ticket? Can you please answer that
Every
question?
sentence if I'm going to be interrupted, it doesn't work. I think Manish can say anything. Congress is not in government.
Anant Hegde can't say
Hold
anything. Manish Tiwari can say
Let
anything.
him have his say, please. One at a time, gentlemen. Please, let's
Are you
not
seeing
do
the
this.
double standards of
Please.
Tehseen Poonawala here?
People can
Can I
see through what
Tehseen
is
Can I
Poonawala
make my
says
statement?
कांग्रेस के
do
मैनिफेस्टो में
this,
नहीं है
please.
इसलिए कुछ नहीं.
Dr.
BJP के
Ranganathan,
manifesto
I'm
में
sorry, I'm
BJP
trying my best to
I
come
have
to
to
you.
make
It's
that
just
statement. I
that,
have just one line to make.
when you
I
have
don't
guests
want
like
to, I don't
these
want
in
to fight. I just
studio.
want to make the Achilles statement. Even what Achilles G said about the amendment to the Constitution, not even changing it to the amendment to the Constitution, which he's not answered, even then, their ally who today took oath, Chandrababu Naidu, in his manifesto has promised 4% reservation for Muslims. In their manifesto
Dr.
today.
Ranganathan.
BJP is in government with them.
Dr.
Now tell them all is very
Ranganathan,
Today, Prime Minister went
I'm sorry,
and had Chandrababu Naidu.
Shahzad Tehseen. I'll have to get in the others, please. I'll have to get in the others. Dr. Ranganathan. No, I am not. I will come back to you. You can rebut what he said. Dr. Ranganathan, your assessment of what you heard so far.
I think Delhi wala stand no chance when Pune walas are there. But still, I don't want to take more than a minute because I know my good friend of my namesake Anand ji is also waiting, and so is Abbas bhai. 2 points. You see, Tehseen since the very beginning is skating on thin ice. वो भी दिल्ली में, वो भी rusted blades में. 2 questions. When he countered my good friend Shehzad by saying that, look, Chidambaram may have said that they will remove this 370 abrogation, but it's not in the manifesto. On what basis is Tehseen saying that BJP will change the constitution when it is some leaders of BJP saying it, but it's not in the BJP manifesto? Number 1. Number 2, when Tehseen says BJP wants to change the constitution, Congress only amended it, Nehru amended it. I want to ask him, is the right to free speech not a fundamental right? It is. And the fundamental right is the core of the constitution, is it not? It is. So Nehru amended the right to free speech. So I'm sorry, Tehseen, you are a lawyer, but you should know better. Nehru changed and amended the constitution by changing the right to free speech, which is a fundamental right, which is the core of the constitution. Will you please apologize to the viewers?
Tehseen.
Look, I'm just checking what Chidambaram said. Chidambaram's exact quote is that the article and the Congress's exact quote is that after the Supreme Court judgment, the debate on 370 is over. It's as exact as that.
That's not true.
That is the
Chidambaram has said, Congress has said that it wants to
Please
reimpose
answer my
Article
question.
370.
Can you show me
One
that?
second. I will show you.
I am
the
showing
only
you.
one showing you everything.
I am showing
One second.
where
One
Congress's
second. I'll show
official
you.
statement
I'll show
is
you.
that with the Supreme
I'll show
Court
you.
ruling,
I'll
it's
show
over.
you that. I'll show you that. But before that, what I'm showing you, why don't you answer on this? Here is Manish Tiwari, Economic Times, saying that the basis should be economic reservation, not caste. I want to ask Mr. Samajwadi Party leader, do they agree with it or not?
No, he says that's his personal comment.
No, that's his. तो अनंत हेगड़े का पर्सनल क्यों नहीं भाई? उसको तो टिकट नहीं दिया, आपने तो टिकट देकर सांसद बना दिया. उसको हटाओ सांसदी से.
Anand Hegde, because he's from the BJP, different standards apply to him. Let me bring in Abbas Haider. Abbas bhai, you know, many in the SP, including Akhilesh Yadav ji, has said that Modi ji is a threat to constitution. संविधान बदल देंगे. अभी जो क्लिप चलाया शहजाद पूनावाला ने, ये तो कह रहे हैं कि अखिलेश यादव का भी यही बयान है. वो तो कह रहे थे कि हम बदलेंगे और जो बदलेगा हम उनका समर्थन करेंगे.
क्या बदलेंगे? What did he say? Just I want to clarify that there is difference between constitutional amendment and changing the constitution. The BJP leader have used the word हम संविधान बदलेंगे, not the word संशोधन करेंगे. There have been 8 constitutional amendment which has taken place during the 10 years of Bharatiya Janata Party government from 2015 to 2024. So it's not about amendment. They wanted to change the constitution. And you have not quoted Jairam Thakur, who was former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh from Bharatiya Janata Party, who has said that we should get away with caste-based reservation. It is not about Jyoti Mirga or Anant Hegde or Arun Govil or Lallu Singh, who have said that we want to change the constitution, to change the entire constitution. But it is about that we want 400 seats so that we can change the constitution. This is what the Bharatiya Janata Party has fought the election and now we are very happy. The same people who did not respect the constitution have put a picture on their DP on Twitter, X, whatever it is, with the constitution. We are quite happy because, this U-turn, I believe that the people of the country, they are also very happy. They have compelled them for this U-turn. Second thing, now the people who are talking, there is a saying, never say never again. So this is happening with Mr. Modi. He said Muslim reservation can never happen in this country. Now they are giving Muslim reservation in Andhra Pradesh with their allies. So this is what is happening with Bharatiya Janata Party. They don't know what to say, what to do. There is a very different state in which
Okay, let's quickly get a response on that from Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla.
And yes, I want to respond on Manish Tiwari thing also. Manish Tiwari has propagated EWS quota in reservation, which Bharatiya Janata Party has given. But what happened with Bharatiya Janata Party, their minister Satish Sharma from Basti.
Right, I get your point. Let's get a response from the BJP on that.
This is what has happened with Bharatiya Janata Party.
Shehzad, respond to that.
That is why they don't want EWS reservation. So the
Abbas Haider, can you stop talking because you asked a question of me? Abbas Haider, what I quote with facts.
Let him speak. You've asked a question, Abbas bhai. Let's get a response quickly.
Abbas Haider, here is the full statement of Manish Tiwari. Stop trying to make this as an EWS issue. EWS can't be in replacement of the current system. Here is what Manish Tiwari says. In the 21st century, and it was said that if at all required, the economic condition, not caste, should be the basis of reservation. Manish Tiwari, please stop interrupting Mr. Abbas Haider. At least have the courtesy to talk in your turn. You are misquoting Manish Tiwari. Manish Tiwari has not advocated for an additional EWS quota. He is not advocating for an EWS quota. He is talking about replacing reservation as it is with an economic criteria. Are you for it, against it? Secondly, can you stop interrupting in every statement, Pranesh? How do I talk?
No.
If he's going to interrupt in every statement.
Jawab to sun lijiye, otherwise we're just wasting time.
Secondly, here is what Mr. Ram Gopal Yadav has said. As far as reservation promotion is concerned, the Samajwadi Party has opposed reservation in promotion. Now I want to ask Mr. Abbas Haider that are you against reservation promotion or for reservation promotion? The Samajwadi Party has opposed it. Here is the case. The Economic Times. Please, 1 second. Now please tell me. Reservation in promotion was opposed by Samajwadi Party 2012. Are you for it or against it? Yes or no? Yes or no?
You tell us, आप मध्य प्रदेश में कब मंडल आयोग की सिफारिशें लागू करेंगे? When are you going to give reservation to OBC in Madhya Pradesh?
Is that the answer to this question?
First one to give.
Is that the answer to this question? मंडल क्या सारी चीज? अच्छा चलिए मंडल का भी जवाब दे देता हूँ. मंडल का जवाब चाहिए ना भाई साहब? मंडल का जवाब चाहिए ना भाई साहब? मंडल का जवाब चाहिए? दे दूं? दे दूं, उसके बाद आप जवाब दे देंगे?
मंडल कमीशन.
चलिए, वेरी गुड. आपने बोल दिया, अब मैं बोल दूं जवाब? अब मैं जवाब दे दूं क्या? अब्बास का जवाब दे दूं?
अब्बास भाई जवाब सुन लीजिए. If he wants to answer, you must listen to him.
Pranesh, who opposed Mandal Commission report from 1980 to 1990? Indira Gandhi and then Rajiv Gandhi. In fact, Rajiv Gandhi got up in Parliament on 6 September 1990
That's right.
and said that I am against this. This will divide the country. And their voting slogan was कि ना हाथ पर, ना जात पर, ना पात पर, मोहर लगेगी हाथ पर. So first of all, 1 second, do not interrupt again. Again, you started interrupting. So, Mandal Commission report, 1 second, don't interrupt. Mandal Commission report, for your kind information, was implemented by VP Singh government, supported by BJP. By the way, the OBC Prime Minister who's completed his full tenure was given by BJP, not by the Congress. But now I'm asking you, what is your stand on reservation in promotion? Samajwadi Party opposed it in 2012.
Quickly, Abbas bhai, let's answer that, then I'll bring in Anand Dubey.
We are with reservation. We are with.
So was your stand wrong in 2012?
We have in fact said.
Was your stand wrong in 2012? Was your stand wrong in 2012? Was your stand wrong in 2012?
Not at all.
So you're against reservation promotion. दलित समाज जान ले, आदिवासी समाज जान ले, ये आरक्षण में प्रमोशन के खिलाफ है। ये अब्बास हैदर भाईजान बोल रहे हैं। भाईजान की बातें कान खोलकर सुन ले आदिवासी समाज और दलित समाज। ये आरक्षण में प्रमोशन के खिलाफ बोल रहे हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी के अधिकृत प्रवक्ता है।
ओके, आनंद दुबे, ओके 1 मिनट, आनंद दुबे, अभी ये जो संविधान बचाओ जो ये नैरेटिव है टीम इंडिया का, उसमें दुबे जी, उद्धव फैक्शन ने भी बोला है कि मोदी जी से संविधान को खतरा है। इमरजेंसी मोदी जी ने लगाई थी सर, किसने लगाई थी इमरजेंसी?
प्रणेश जी नमस्ते।
नमस्कार सर।
प्रणेश जी नमस्ते।
नमस्कार।
25 मिनट हो गए, आपने मुझे मौका दिया, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
जी।
जब मैं कहूं तो 2-4 सेकंड मुझे बोलने दीजिएगा।
आप बोलिए
क्योंकि
सर।
मैं नहीं देख पा रहा, सब स्टूडियो में बैठे हैं, कोई मुझे इंटरप्ट न करे। भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक नारा दिया, अब की बार 400 पार। सदन में खड़े होकर कहा, अब की बार 400 पार तो खरगे जी भी कह रहे हैं। नारे का एक प्रकार से उपहास किया। भारत की जनता बहुत भावनिक है प्रणेश जी। जिस प्रकार अब की बार 400 पार, क्यों चाहिए आपको 400 पार? तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं ने कहना शुरू किया, हमें संविधान बदलना है। भारत की जनता सब कुछ बर्दाश्त कर सकती है, एक बार महंगाई झेल लेगी, बेरोजगारी झेल लेगी, लेकिन अपने प्राणों से प्रिय संविधान पर यदि कोई खतरा आएगा तो भारत की जनता आपको क्षमा नहीं करेगी। दलित, पिछड़ा, आदिवासी और महाराष्ट्र में मराठा समाज भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ खड़ा नहीं है, उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ा नहीं है। इसी का खामियाजा है कि इनको कम सीटें आई। और जिस प्रकार नरेंद्र मोदी जी बार बार कहते हैं सदन में, मुझे विपक्ष मुक्त भारत चाहिए।
दुबे जी देखिए, अब आपको मैंने सुना, आपने जवाब नहीं दिया। अच्छा चलिए, इमरजेंसी वाला सवाल मैं समझ सकता हूं, थोड़ा मुश्किल है क्योंकि अब अलायंस में है कांग्रेस के साथ। मेरा एक और जवाब दे दीजिए, जब राजीव गांधी को 400 से ज्यादा सीटें मिली थी तो क्या उन्होंने संविधान बदल दिया? संविधान खत्म हो गया? संविधान को खतरे में, संविधान को खतरा था?
राजीव गांधी जी ने कहा क्या कि हमें 400 सीट दे दीजिए, हम संविधान बदलेंगे?
अरे तो कहने से होता है कि सीटों से होता है।
मोदी जी की टीम ने कहा अब की बार 400 पार नहीं। अगर आप कहेंगे, लल्लू सिंह और अनंत कुमार हेगड़े के बयान मीडिया में हैं, वो चीख चीख के कह रहे हैं हम बदलाव करना चाहते हैं, हम संविधान बदलना चाहते हैं। अगर उन्हें संशोधन की बात की होती, अमेंडमेंट की बात की होती, तो जनता को लगता कि कुछ कानून जिसमें शायद थोड़ा लचीलापन है उसको दुरुस्त करना होगा। ये तो पूरा का पूरा संविधान बदलना चाहते हैं।
अच्छा एक मिनट, आप जो 2 कमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, एक मिनट, इस पे तो हमने अभी चर्चा की। आनंद दुबे जी, डॉक्टर रंगनाथन कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उससे पहले मैं आपको एक प्रिंसिपल पे बात बता दूं। आप अगर कुछ बात कहेंगे और उस पे अगर उद्धव ठाकरे कुछ बात कहेंगे तो किसकी बात सुनेंगे जनता? आनंद दुबे की या उद्धव ठाकरे की? कौन है बड़ा नेता, ये बता दीजिए। बड़ा नेता कौन है, आनंद दुबे या उद्धव ठाकरे?
तो आप जनता के
नहीं, आप ये आसान सवाल है। देखिए, आप बोल सकते हैं बड़ा नेता कौन है, आपको चुनना है, आप बोल दीजिए अपना नाम।
जनता ने,
आप बता दीजिए ना, आप बता दीजिए आनंद दुबे और उद्धव ठाकरे में बड़ा नेता कौन है?
नहीं, बड़े नेता तो उद्धव ठाकरे जी हैं।
तो फिर अब जब प्रधानमंत्री मोदी कह रहे थे कैंपेन में कि संविधान को नहीं बदला जाएगा,
आपने अगर नहीं,
बट डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, वी आर बैक टू स्क्वायर वन। यू सी, you know, when Tehseen is asked a question on Nehru, he said, but you know, it was never mentioned anywhere. He just said it. He didn't change it.
Pranesh, with due respect, you know, या तो किसी को आप पकड़ो नहीं, you don't regret it that much. लेकिन जब हाथ में आ जाए और फिर हाथ से फिसल जाए, that is what is more regretful. So here, through you, please, I implore you to ask Tehseen, when he said that Nehru did not change the constitution because changing the constitution entails changing the basic structure of constitution, I want to ask him, and you please demand an answer from him. When Nehru amended through the first amendment the right to freedom of speech, is freedom of speech not our fundamental right? And is fundamental right not the basic constitution? Please ask him.
That's a good question, except that the basic structure is interpreted by the Supreme Court in Keshav Nanda Bharti, which happened much later, and even the amendment, the first amendment to the Constitution, which was Article 19, was upheld by the full bench of the Supreme Court. So the basic structure now says freedom of speech is sacrosanct, with certain restrictions in that. So that's the Keshav Nanda Bharti judgment, which now Gogoi and the Vice President of India want to change, which is
One minute.
Now I will nail Tehseen and Dubey ji. Just give me 20 seconds. Tehseen said कि कहां है मैनिफेस्टो में बताओ. आनंद दुबे जी आप भी देखना, क्योंकि 370 हटाने के पक्षधर आप भी रहे हैं. पॉइंट नंबर 37, जम्मू कश्मीर. Congress has stood witness to developments in Jammu Kashmir since the instrument of accession was signed. Congress affirms the whole of Jammu Kashmir is part of India. We also acknowledge the unique history of the state and unique circumstances in which the state acceded to India that led to the inclusion of Article 370 in the Constitution of India. Nothing will be done or allowed to change the constitutional position. Now I want 3 questions का answer. Wait. One second. 2019 का मैनिफेस्टो 2024 में लागू नहीं होता क्या? मतलब कांग्रेस कुछ बोल के निकल जाती है क्या? मतलब कांग्रेस कुछ भी बोल के निकल जाती है? सुन लीजिए, अब बीच में मत बोलिए. 3 क्वेश्चन है मेरे. UCC is part of the Constitution. Supreme Court has advocated for it. Who said we will not allow UCC? Secondly, 370 पे मैंने बता ही दिया है कि कांग्रेस wants that 370 now should be back again because it did not want change in the temporary provision position. And thirdly, 3 तलाक को abolish तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल कोर्ट ने किया. Who opposes 3 तलाक abolition? समाजवादी पार्टी. Can you please answer the 3 questions together?
Answer the first.
And Article 370, yes. What he's reading is 2019, not 2024. He said 2024.
You say 2024 manifesto?
Let him answer, Shehzad, please. Let him
Really,
answer.
really, let's.
Anand Hegde's statement is सोने की लकीर and
Yeah, if you want me on the
2019
show, allow me to have my
toilet
point of view.
paper.
This is-
Nehru's letter is toilet paper.
Let him answer, please. Let him answer.
That manifesto is 2019.
Not valid. Conditions apply. Valid only till.
May I please make my point?
Yeah,
If you
please.
Thank you. After that was Article 370 removed on 5th August 2019.
Yes.
That manifesto is April 2019. After that, there's been a change. After that, Economic Times and
After that, Congress has said verbally reimpose.
After that, Congress has come out with an official statement carried by Economic Times saying, while we did have differences, the judgment of the Supreme Court has now closed this chapter forever. So again, we're talking about 2024 election. That's what I presume we're discussing. That is a statement before Article 370 was removed. Please fact check me on that. Now let's come to the second statement and the more pertinent question. What is the second? UCC. Yeah. UCC is a directive principle, not the main principle, but Congress actually did bring in UCC. I am married under the Special Marriage Act. From Jammu and Kashmir to, please allow me to finish, don't interrupt me. From Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Nagaland to Gujarat. The Special Marriage Act deals with marriage, divorce and inheritance for all of India, one law, one country, one law. But if you want to bring in the UCC, please answer.
Why did you oppose UCC in Uttarakhand?
Please answer.
Why did you oppose it in Uttarakhand?
Please answer.
Why did you oppose it in Uttarakhand?
Please answer.
Why did you oppose it in
Please
Uttarakhand?
answer, since there is UCC both in Goa.
Why did you oppose
I will
UCC
ask
in
if you
Uttarakhand?
do allow me to speak. I'm a
Please,
guest.
answer that
Don't be condescending with me. Please, I'm a guest. Allow me to finish. I'm out of the question. Yes, please. Both in Goa and in Uttarakhand, there is the UCC, which rightly is being opposed for the following 2 reasons. In Goa, speaking to Times Now, the Goa Chief Minister, Mr. Sawant, says the Goa UCC has a provision that Hindu males above the age of 30, if they don't have a male child, can get married the second time. Is that UCC in Uttarakhand? It's not there for tribals. Now, Anand is here. You had asked Anand to be the judge. UCC means entire country, entire state. Why are tribals left out of it?
No,
if tribals are left out, it is UCC.
One second.
One law, one country. Under the Special Marriage Act, even tribals married under the Special Marriage Act can follow that law. Now ask him why is it left out? Ask him why tribals are left out. How is it UCC then?
Intervention.
Okay.
Tehseen Poonawalla says Congress is not opposed to UCC. Let me quote Congress's official statement. UCC is not practical and therefore everyone has their own background. Leader of opposition in Kerala, Congress vehemently opposed to UCC.
Yes, but they got
No,
the
one
Special
second.
Marriage Act.
Now one second. Do not interrupt. Tehseen Poonawalla, who's not an office bearer of Congress, comes and says Congress is with UCC. And UCC के ऊपर Congress के leader of opposition says नहीं, we don't want UCC. यही प्रॉब्लम है. मैंने मैनिफेस्टो में 370 का बताया तो वो ओल्ड मैनिफेस्टो.
Before we move on, a quick comment, Dr.
Yes,
Ranganath.
I just want to say one thing. Look, I love both the Poonawallas dearly. They are both my brothers, and
Who do you love more?
I have been. No, I was just about to say.
Is the love also uniform?
Hey, mere Karan Arjun hai, and because I've been very rough on Tehseen, I don't want Shehzad to feel left out. So I want to ask him, Shehzad, UCC full form is Uniform Civil Code. Please explain why in Uttarakhand a community has been left out.
Okay. Anand Ranganathan ji, Uniform Civil Code, when we are talking about that, we are talking about the principle in the constitution. Of course, it will have in each state its own various manifestations. You may very well be opposed to one manifestation, but are you opposed to the principle? I am asking him whether he is opposed to the principle or for the principle. His party says opposed to the principle. So you may very well oppose one of the manifestations. We can have a better manifestation. Anand, you should also give your interpretation to the law commission.
We'll have to move on. We'll have to move on. Dr. Ranganathan, please. We'll have to move on. There's another debate to be done.
Is that you can't
Okay. Let's move on, viewers.